Hi, everybody. I'm Deacon Dave.
And layperson Lisa.
Welcome to the Deacon Dave and Layperson Lisa show. Welcome back, Lisa. We had.
Thank you. I heard my substitute
Yes,
was like very well dressed.
She looks just like you too. That's
I know.
amazing.
I know.
Crazy.
It's a, what do you call it? Doppelgaggle?
I have no idea what you just said. I know Kadosh, but I don't know what a doppelgaggle is.
That was like somebody who looks exactly like you.
Well, you have a doppelgaggle. I mean, to the T.
Oh, interesting. Did she sound like me too?
Yes. Yes.
Oh, you thought you were gonna have a day free of me.
No, of you saying things like Mount N. She doesn't break the syllables up in the right places, but hey, it is what it is. So we're on to chapter 3 of Into the Deep by Dan Burke, and these are some of the essential elements for progress in prayer. And so we're going to try to go a little bit deeper into what we mean by sacred time, space, and attention. So go ahead, Lisa.
Well, we talked about creating a sacred time. So, prayer requires time and patience. So when you choose a time, like you said on the last episode, make it a priority. Priority?
Yeah, that's right. I mean, for the way you say it, that's right.
And this is part of the sacred commitment, promising God you will protect that time.
Yeah, and I think part of like choosing a time is also choosing the length of time. So, like last Lent, I thought the Lord was telling me to spend 2 hours instead of 1 hour.
Yeah.
Well, folks, that was an epic fail. It just didn't happen. I don't know that it even happened one day, as a matter of fact, completely to make 2 hours. So when you're starting into this sacred time and spending more time with God, do something that's very manageable, and then start to creep that time up a little bit longer, and you'll find that it really goes by fast.
Yeah.
Here's the other part of this, Lisa, that I want to bring to everyone's attention. If you don't make it one day, or it's not as long as you wanted it to be, or something interrupts it, it's okay. Mm-hmm. Don't get discouraged, okay? Because that the fact that you're upset about it means that you want it.
Yeah.
It means you understand that God's inviting you to more. But don't beat yourself up about it. Just go to the next day and start anew.
Right.
What do you think, Lisa?
No, I agree. And, some people will be like, oh, well, I pray in the car, I pray throughout the day. But that's great. Like, that's praying unceasingly. But it's important to dedicate a quiet time.
Yeah, because you're not focused when you're doing that, because
right.
There's too many other things that your mind has to pay attention to.
Right.
Right, to do that.
Right.
Now, we talked a lot about sacred space.
Yes.
And so go ahead and talk a little bit more about that.
So it's ideally a area that is dedicated to prayer and nothing else. Mm-hmm. And it's like your inner room where you go to be with God.
Right.
And candles or incense or icons, like you have some icons.
Yep.
Create a peaceful space, and it signals the body and the mind and the soul through your senses that it's time to pray.
Now, I've never used candles and incense in my prayer room, although that would be kind of neat to have incense.
Yeah.
Candles makes it probably, I guess it could still be
I've done
light.
Candles before.
Yeah, even though it's not dark.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah.
And I think the other part of this that I wanted to say was, like, I have my blanket, my Afghan
Your
that I was
prayer
given,
shawl?
my
Or
prayer shawl.
blanket, yeah.
And so I always wrap myself in that.
Oh, nice.
Whenever I pray. So that kind of gives me that little, it's like God is wrapping himself.
His arms around you.
Yeah, around me. And so I sit in my chair with my feet up, very comfortable. And so this kind of leads Lisa into the sacred attention that the book talks about, and our prayer posture. Okay, it's conducive to peaceful prayer and reading. So if you're sitting in some way that's uncomfortable, then that's not necessarily going to be good.
Yeah, I've heard other people say, like, make sure you're sitting in a chair upright, and
nope, don't do that.
Yeah.
But you do want to be in a posture of openness and able to receive all that God wants to give you, allowing Him to enter into our hearts and our minds and into our very souls.
And then you can also start breathing slowly to kind of also signal to your body that it's time to pray. It allows us to turn our hearts to God. And all these tools help bring our attention to Him.
Yeah, so we don't want to like just run and crash into our prayer area and start praying. Just go in there and kind of just
settle in.
Yeah, settle in, get comfortable, and just relax for a few minutes, and then begin, that time of, because it's really easy to even rush through your prayer time thinking that you have to get a certain number of things done. And in fact,
that's a good point.
So let's talk about this.
Yeah.
You may go in there thinking, oh, I want to read this entire chapter of this book today and spend time with God. Well, that's good in and of itself, but take your time. As
Yeah.
we said, read it intentionally, and the Lord might stop you along the way,
Yeah.
or convict your heart about something, or want you to go deeper into a particular sentence or paragraph that you read.
Right.
That's what it's about.
Yeah.
It's not about getting something done. It's
Yeah.
about encountering the living God.
Well, it's like today. Usually I'll read in conversation with God because it's a reflection on the
Right.
readings.
Mhm.
And today I didn't. I started. So today's a Saturday. So I started to read the background for Sunday's readings, and I read Sunday's readings in addition. So I did something a little different, but I didn't feel like, oh, I didn't do that. That's not good. I just
No,
felt like today I didn't, God wasn't calling me to that.
I mix it up all the time.
Yeah.
I don't feel like I have to read the same book consecutively.
Yeah. Oh,
And
yeah. I
so-
have a bunch of different books.
Yeah, whatever God calls me to, that's what I pick up, and I pick up where I left off.
Yeah. Right.
In most cases. So, what is the importance of being open and receptive to God in your own prayer life, and how would you guide someone who is struggling with this? What does that look like?
Right.
I'm Deacon Dave.
Oh, I just want to say one more thing. So sometimes, like when we change up books, it's because there's something in that book that is.
We need to read.
Yeah. Exactly.
We need to hear.
Yes. Exactly.
We need to listen to.
Right.
Yes, I agree. Now, I am Deacon Dave.
I am layperson Lisa.
See you next time.
Bye.
Now, that one was a long one.